From Value Invest Asia, this is the Asian Mavericks. We explore the hidden stories of successful founders, business leaders, and investors in Asia.
In 2017, you did relist the company again under APAC Realty.
Correct.
So right now, what is your main focus in the business? Is it more regional, or are you looking at a different sector of, say, property management, or is still focused on a lot of the same?
I suppose that if you look at it, our direction would be in threefold. Okay, one would be the local business. We still want to strengthen our local business. So you can see that what we have done when after listing, that we acquire a building, which is give us very good corporate image. Okay, it's also able to house everyone together and to be more productive. So we acquire the APAC Center. Okay, then at the same time, we also want to increase the strength of our sales force. And important is the productivity of the agent. So we also, you can see we do a bit of merger, okay, with CBRE, the agency side, and also the HSR. So that is also to strengthen the local business. Next one will be the Asia Pacific. As we got advantage because we hold the master franchise for ERA in the Asia Pacific region, so it's easier for us to grow the business. So you can see that after listing, we acquire ERA Indonesia, we acquire ERA Thailand. At the same time, we also establish ERA Vietnam and ERA Cambodia to franchise system. Okay, so my objective is to go into the region. Because if you look at it, Singapore is just a bit too small, and because of the communication, because of the transportation, we are bringing the country closer and closer. Okay, I won't rule out that Southeast Asia or Asia Pacific is like a big country.
Okay.
You look at Europe, all these like one. So all these can happen. So it's like a country. It's only break into different sector. So that is so my vision also is to go into the Asia Pacific arena.
I see.
And of course, the one will be IT. I believe that a lot of people are worried that IT will replace your job. So not to worry. I don't think in the near future that I can see IT will replace agency, because agency is still a very it's a very people business. Okay, we still need to deal with the seller and buyer. I would say that the technology is able to help us in the productivity. Okay, so in the old time, I may have to bring my buyer to see 10 property physically, but now because of IT, I'm able to take 360 degree. I'm able to put it online. So the buyer just view through all the online video, then select instead of C10 now maybe only C3. So actually it's really increased a lot of your productivity.
I wanted to dive a little bit more onto the rise of the technology as well. Many people, like you said, are concerned about the rise of technology replacing some of your agents. We have seen it, in the brokerage business, right, and starting to see slowly maybe the insurance business also a little bit. And I think China, they are already experimenting, sites that you can buy property directly from the sites. You talk about you are investing in technology as well. How are you? What's your initiative there, and how do you plan to move your whole agency to the new digital age?
I suppose that our direction is more to increase the productivity of the agent. Like what I mentioned. Like instead of C10 property, now you cut down to C3 property. Then actually you can serve 3 more buyers. So
make good use of time.
You close 3 more deals. Okay. Of course, there's also competition from the technology company that want to eat into the agency business. Okay, but again, so far, I don't know what happened. It's not successful in Singapore. I think there's a few reasons. Number one is maybe the size of Singapore, because Singapore is accessible. If you from one point to another point, it's so easy. Within maybe half an hour, you should be able to reach. So if you want to invest in a property and our property value is not low, normally as a buyer, potential buyer, you will really want to physically see, and it's convenient to see. So it's not something that difficult. So maybe that's one of the reason. Okay. Second, I think come to negotiation, there's always a human factor involved, and I think the product of Singapore property, like example, if you stay in a HDB flat, whether you are nearer to the lift lobby or you are further away from the lift lobby. So all really depend on that buyer needs, you see. Because as a seller, if I say my unit is near to the lift lobby, I'll tell, oh, very convenient. Okay, as a buyer, I will say, so noisy. Okay, so I mean, how to bridge a gap? So you may need a person to do that. Yeah, the machine until today is still not so artificial intelligent yet to bridge. I won't rule out maybe in 10, 20 years from now they can say, buyer, don't worry because you got an old father at home. If nearer to the lift, it's so convenient for you.
Definitely cannot rule that out. Interesting. And maybe I want to check with you also. How do you see the market at the moment? Because of course from outside a lot of us would say that the property market is not doing that well, and maybe even
good opportunity.
Do you see what do you see what need to happen to bring back the market sentiment again?
Okay, I suppose that I think you know that last year July, government implemented the cooling measure again, so which is increased the ABSD and also reduced the LTV, the loan to value quantum. So that impact the market because I mean, if you want to buy property now, you have to come out more cash. Okay, so I suppose that need some time, for people to digest because it's still your money. It's only that you may have to come out more cash. Okay, so you'll take some time to prepare for it. I mean, it happened way back in 2013. I mean, when the government implemented the TDS, all this. As a buyer, you need more cash. So the market a bit cool, but after a while, the buyer accumulated enough cash again, they'll come into the market. Because in Singapore context, I must say that buying property is quite a good long-term investment. It's not short-term. Okay, so because you look at over the year, I mean the property prices have increased. Okay, of course along the way is a cycle issue that it may drop, and most of the cycle is actually affected by the government cooling measure. Okay, I mean when you see the property activity drop because there's a cooling measure, then people take some time to get used to it, then come back again. So I mean 2013 is a good example. TDSR, the transaction dropped like anything, but over 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, then the pick up again. And in fact the price went up again. So I think if you look at all the past history, I think you know that I think it's good investment. So in fact now maybe a good opportunity for those who got cash, I mean should come into the market and pick up something. And I feel that I think the market is still quite okay because basically you know the en bloc people, okay, they got plentiful of cash, they can afford. Okay, they are able to come back to pick up something. Okay, then over the year I think most of our citizens, I think our income also have increased a fair bit. Okay, that make the property more affordable. Okay, so they are able to come back to the market.
Wow. Okay. That's I think that's definitely comforting. Hear analysis on it. Maybe we talk a little bit about your personal journey. You have grown the company for such a long time. Do you what's a typical day for you like now? Do you still go down to the ground to see how your agent performs?
Okay. I suppose that I'm lucky. I mean, basically, I have the support of my management staff, all the staff, and also all the division director and agent that we are able to grow. It's not one person effort, definitely. It's a team effort that everyone put the act together, then able to grow the company. Okay, so if you look at my routine, I wake up very early.
Okay.
I think it's one of my routine. I wake up very early. I came to the office. I think I must say that I'm the first one to step into the office. Okay. So because I feel that early in the morning, if you are fresh, your mind is easier to think something.
Yeah, more productive.
Yeah. So you think then, okay, I start the day very early. Then of course I still go to the show flat because you know that show flat is open even on the weekend. So I go down to show flat and see how people do the hands-on because all these are a subset of me. Okay, because you can imagine way back in 1990 the company so small, so all this I have to do it myself. In fact, in 1990, I'm the IT manager. I because I set up the whole IT system. Okay, I also become the sales person because I also conduct some sales. So all these, I think, I did it. I have the hands-on experience. So during the day, I think if I have time, I'll go down to show flat. Of course, I still have to settle. The daily and think about what is the direction for a company, and also the Asia Pacific region. So I also visit all the Asia Pacific country, their office on at least once a year, if not even more. In fact, I just came back from Medan. Medan, we have official opening for one of my franchisee.
I see.
So I was there to conduct a seminar for this group of people.
That seems like a very busy schedule for you. Okay. If we look back, if you have to, if you meet your younger self today, who is just starting out as an agent and in your business, what's your key advice to your younger self if you have to do it all over again?
Okay, I think hard work is one of the factor. A lot of people say lucky. Okay, in fact, the more hardworking you are, the more lucky you are. Imagine if you do more cold call, you definitely can hit a buyer. If you do less of it, then you are not lucky. You won't hit any buyer. So I think hard work is one of the key factor. Of course, innovation, all these are important. You need to grow the dynamic of the society. Okay, take good example. If you old school that you don't use computer today, everyone is using computer. In fact, using handphone like a computer. So you have to be, not scared of technology, but try to make use of technology. And I think service that you provide is also critical. Really, you sell with your heart. I think that is important. Your customer definitely can feel it, okay, because you have their interest in mind. You should not be a salesperson. You must be really an advisor or a fan or consultant to your customer. Okay, really advise them what would be the best for them.
Okay, wow, that's definitely wise word from Mr. Jack Chua. I just want to thank you again for your time. I think we learned a lot, especially from your story of how you built the largest real estate agency in Singapore and now going regional as well. I congrats you on your achievement and wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And that's the story of Mr. Jack Chua from Apex Realty. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you like what you hear, I hope you give us a rating and a review on our iTunes podcast or wherever you get your podcasts. Also, if you like to follow up on the latest episode, do check us out on our YouTube channel or Facebook page. Till next month, I'll see you. My name is Stanley from Value Invest Asia.